Family-owned dealerships in Texas is celebrating a major milestone. News 4 San Antonio's Robert Price sat down with Ernesto Ancira to look back on 50 years of selling cars here in San Antonio.
Congratulations. A commemorative plaque marking Ernesto Ancira's 50 years as a Chevy dealer.
Hey, I want you to meet my two best friends.
I'm Ernesto Ancira. I'm Ralph Winton.
A brand born back in May of 1972.
Right? Right. We're downtown at Flores and Martin.
A Hispanic-owned automotive dealership in San Antonio.
There were none.
Ancira.
And Sarah.
Ancira.
Ancira?
Matter of fact, I was the first Chevrolet dealer in the country that was Hispanic.
Ah, Ancira. Ancira Winton Chevrolet.
A point of pride and pressure.
My success or failure represented more than my personal success or failure. My success or failure represented an ethnic group.
Trained in the dog-eat-dog business world of Mexico City, he arrived in San Antonio with his guard up.
We're having a white Christmas at Ancira Winton.
But much to his surprise, the reception from his competitors was anything but chilly.
My competitors, Cavenders, Gunn, Benson, they would take me to lunch. They took me under their arm. They would tell me, do this, do that.
The Ancira brand grew to 18 dealerships, expanding to North Texas,
Ernesto, what brings you to Dallas?
Oklahoma, Colorado, before eventually scaling back a bit.
And right now we have 12 dealerships.
You won't have to storm a castle to get low used car and truck prices.
They've endured ups and downs in the industry, failed ventures.
Our prices will knock your hat off.
Yes, you're confronted with change. Adapting to change has always been a challenge.
We're going to knock the cover off of every new car and truck price.
Change has also been encouraged, with new faces in front of the camera and behind the scenes, like Vice President April Ancira.
I'm really excited to continue the Ancira Auto Group. I hope that we can grow it.
April decided to celebrate Ancira's 50th by giving away $300,000 to San Antonio charities.
She is totally community oriented. Maybe too much. Maybe my biggest challenge right now is to make sure that April doesn't give it all away.
Right? So right.
Ernesto Ancira.
No, Ancira.
Ernesto Ancira says he's had some big offers from national chains to buy him out and take over the operation, but he refuses to sell.
My feeling is if I sell this, it's like I'm selling my employees.
He doesn't ever want to sell because the folks that work here are the reason for the success of Ancira.
I want to keep the family involved, to keep the same culture.
Make your best drive today.
50 years.
50 years for me now, looking back, and the kinds of obstacles and things that you had to do along the way to get to the 50 years.
Most businesses don't make it out of the first year, let alone 3 years.
If you'd have said 50 years back when, I said, well, okay, that's something to shoot for.
So to make it 50 years means that my dad really put something great and sustainable together.
I don't know that I can make another 50.
Robert Price, News 4 San Antonio.